The Beyond Earth Institute is a space policy think tank. What's unique about us is that we're looking at policies and issues that are going to enable the creation of permanent communities beyond Earth within this century. We're trying to address the crucial, in a very sober way, issues that can help to shape that future.
Beyond Earth Institute, or BE, is quite unique. It's the only organization I'm aware of, a nonprofit, nonpartisan think tank dedicated to the practical policy, regulatory, and yes, technical challenges associated with the permanent migration of humanity off planet into space. And we're the only group that, as a think tank, is focused almost exclusively on that vision.
As a think tank, Beyond Earth is not an advocacy group. So we're looking to dig into the policy issues, write the papers, work with Congress, work with the administration, both in the US and around the globe, to develop very well-considered policy options. And right now, there really isn't any other organization that is focused in just this way as it relates to the human experience in space.
The think tank in my past is the one who creates the sustenance behind it that people can build on, whether it's databases of information, reports, studies that government officials and industry folks can then use to make decisions. We're going to see where the data takes us. We're going to see where the facts take us, so that way we can then advise governments and advise industry on what is best for the future.
There's worker safety, there's environmental considerations, there's all sorts of stuff where we want to make sure that safety is overseen by an independent authority. If a corporation does something that violates a law or a regulation, all of their assets are here on Earth. But do we really want to spend our limited tax resources on regulating things that don't hurt anyone? Because remember, regulation carries a cost. And if we want to make sure that things happen in outer space, let's not slow it down with regulatory drag.
The Beyond Earth Institute is made up of a group of stakeholders that are integrally involved in helping to shape this new space economy, but specifically human activity. And that includes people in industry, includes people in NASA, it includes people in various agencies within the US administration, as well as Congress, the academic community, and other NGOs or advocacy groups.
For the bulk of the American public, there probably is a sense that we're talking decades, generations, maybe a century plus, before we have to deal with the reality of people moving off planet. I'm here to tell you that it's not measured in a century, it's not measured in generations. As I stand here today in the year 2023, there are people building real hardware, looking to deploy fellow humans into space over the next several years. In fact, the International Space Station is due to terminate in 2030, and there are at least a half a dozen companies that are working in concert with the government to develop crewed habitats to replace the space station.
And that's the one nice thing about Beyond Earth is we have been able to bring together people from all over different occupations, different parts of the world, different cultures. You have your bankers, you have your blue-collar workers, your white-collar workers, your educators, people from all walks of life. And they're coming together to create this unified vision and to ensure that everyone has a part in this. So it's not just the rich, it's not just a select group of people, it can be more than that. And that's the one nice thing is, again, we all bring different skills.
So as I speak, the first footsteps into establishing a permanence for humanity off planet is happening today. And for that reason, having an organization like Beyond Earth Institute is extraordinarily critical, extraordinarily timely, because the issues of what the legal, the policy framework is going to be, to protect property rights, protect intellectual property rights, to adjudicate the inevitable conflicts that happen when humans from different groups, different nations get together, no longer is abstract. We need to be dealing with them in a very concrete, practical fashion today.
What Beyond Earth is trying to do is trying to coordinate with this entire stakeholder community in a way that can make everyone speak the same language for increasing human presence in space over time, and recognizing that that increasing presence will ultimately lead us towards this future where we can create full communities beyond Earth.